Getting to work out.
You're like one of our players running in here, you know, out the door. All right, good to be with you guys again. Another good team win. You know, proud of our team. This is a group of guys that have really bought into the team concept and have been about that really all year long. And if you watch our, you know, now that you've had a chance to, you know, play some ball games, and as I told you way back when, at some point we'll be able to see a bigger picture. And you look at this season and this team, these guys, you know, there's been times where the offense struggled and the defense or the special teams really picked it up. And then there's been times where the offense has had to answer the call, you know, but this team has really bought into just the team concept. Proud of them for that. And, you know, outside of the penalties that we had up there Saturday, that was definitely our most complete game. You know, we really played some good football, in particular offensively. You know, I thought they were outstanding. I gave the offensive staff the game ball for that game. You know, they've just done a tremendous job. And, you know, no turnovers on the road, no critical penalties. Did a tremendous job, you know, with our scoring opportunities. Just kept answering the bell, and you know, just really proud of the offense and the coaches in general. They've just done a great job. And so we presented them with the game ball. You know, scoring a lot of points. And, guys are doing a super job over there. But, players of the game were Brandon May on defense. I thought he played very well. Very, very good game. Kyle Parker was the player of the game offensively. You know, probably his best performance. You know, just very efficient. Just continues to improve, and you know, really is figuring it out. Proud of his leadership as well. And then Kevin Alexander was especially, you know, Kevin Alexander just, you know, last week he was the defensive player of the game. This week he's the special teams player of the game. You know, probably is having as good a year as any guy on this team this year. Plays the sound, plays in, doesn't make mistakes, doesn't bust. Just doing a great job for us. Never subs himself out on special teams. You know, he's covering kicks, he's on punt team, you know, and then he goes right over on defense. We're getting more out of Kevin Alexander than probably any other player, and asking a lot of him. So, I mean, he just had a great year for us. Real proud of him. C.J. Spiller was, I think, the ACC Player of the Week again for the 4th time. You know, again, just guy's an amazing player. I don't know what else we've got to do to you know, recognize what he's done. I am going to officially change his name today. We're going to change his name in hopes of creating a little more awareness. He is officially Ocho Dos. Dos Ocho. I got to get my Spanish right. Dos Ocho, 28. Is that right? Dos Ocho. So he's officially Dos Ocho, CJ Dos Ocho Spiller. But maybe some people will figure him out then. But anyway, really excited about the opportunity we got this week playing Virginia. They're a you know, big, physical. I mean, really, if you look at them, they look like an NFL team. Huge on both sides of the ball. But it's a great opportunity for us to be at home and win our division. We elected permanent captains yesterday. After I met with the seniors, it was really neat too, and it was kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. You know, every team is different, and every year, you know, it's different chemistry and different things. And some years it's just a landslide who the captain might be. You know, there were a lot of guys that got votes to be the captains. I mean, it was like, you know, there was a bunch of guys that were just almost dead even, and that's a really good sign. That's what I expected, to be honest with you. That's a good sign of leadership. And, the captains that were elected by the team were Thomas Austin, Michael Palmer, C.J. Spiller. Cavell Connor Ricky Sapp, and Chris Chancellor. So those guys will lead us down the home stretch here. All the seniors will be captains this week, but those guys will take us the rest of the way. So, you know, that's a great compliment to them to be elected by their teammates. Proud of those guys. But again, Virginia, you know, they're a very capable team. They beat Maryland. They beat North Carolina. North Carolina's a good football team, and so they're very, very capable. And again, I promise you, when y'all see them walk into the stadium, your jaw's going to drop because they're massive. They look like an NFL team. Offensively, they got, I think, 10 guys 6'6" or up. You know, they're just really big guys and capable of, you know, being physical. And if you watch the North Carolina game, that's what they did. They pounded and won the ball game. So we'll have to play well for sure. They play 2 quarterbacks. We're preparing for both quarterbacks. They'll mix in some wildcat. They want to get that little number 4 of the ball some, so we'll have to prepare for that as well. A little bit of unknowns coming into it from that standpoint. Their running back is 245 pounds, downhill guy. You know, so we'll have to do a great job of handling our gaps, not getting knocked off the ball, and being, you know, gobbling him up. You know, we're going to have to tackle well for sure. We've got a couple good skill kids, but the biggest thing, and I know y'all are going to bring it up, you're going to say, well, you know, they're not very good on offense. They had all, you know, look at all the stats and all that stuff. You know, I don't spend a lot of time looking at that. You know, I just turn the film on, and you know, they got 5 new coaches this year, new offensive coordinator, and you know, for whatever reason, they're dealing with some transition on that side of the ball. But make no mistake, we got the same formula for success that we've always had. You know, this week we got to stop the run. We've got to stop the run, try to make them a one-dimensional team, and you know, I think that would be a big advantage for us if they have to throw the football to win the game. They can't run it. So they do a good job with their gaps and tackling and keep trying to create those turnovers, create opportunities for our offense. Their defense, very well coached. They play hard. You know, one of the better defenses that we will have played going against them. You know, they're huge. They're a true 3-4 team, which is really unique, because they're really the only team in the league that plays their scheme. You know, they don't really sub a lot other than long yardage situations. They'll put some nickel in there, but you know, I think the real key for us offensively is we got to be able to run the ball. If we let them play a 2-shell the whole game, then that's advantage for them. You know, if they can stop our running game just sitting back playing 2 deep, then they're, you know, winning the point of attack. And that's the critical thing for us offensively. You know, here they are. You have to move them, and they're hard to move. They're big, tough guys. They play 2-gap. They try to grab you and throw you. They do a good job of stripping the ball. Their corners are 6'2". Safeties are big. I mean, they're just big over there. Don't give up a lot of big plays. You know, they make you put drives. You got to be willing to take the 3, take the 3, take the 4. You know, dump it to the back and put drives together. But if we can run them out of the 2 deep, then we'll have some opportunities for some big plays throughout the game. But that'll be something that's going to be critical as we go. And then ball security. We got to take care of football. You know, you turn it over, and a lot of things can happen. Their special teams, they've done it all. So we got to expect the unexpected. They've faked extra points. They've faked field goals. They've faked punts. They've run reverses on punt returns. They've thrown a throwback on a kickoff return. They have done, you name it, they've done it. So Coach Powell ain't sleeping this week. This will be a, you know, I don't know what to expect type of game in the special teams. You know, and I don't know if they'll kick it to us. They've done a lot of squibs. They've onsided. They've bunted it. They've blooped it. We've seen everything on film. You know, so we're having to really prepare for a lot of different things. But looking forward to a great week. We've got to have excellent preparation. You know, I thought the kids bounced back last night, and we're ready to go. Turn the page. Next game.